says that South LA crime boss Eugene Big U Henley is now in custody. Authorities say he ran a mafia-like organization while masquerading as a music mogul and gang peacemaker. Fox 11's Christina Gonzalez spoke to a rapper who worked with him. She joins us live with a story you'll see only on Fox 11. And this story breaking as we speak, Christina.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I am hearing that Big U and the other person they were looking for, Brian Mejia, both turned themselves in. This is developing as we speak. And as we speak, people are coming up and saying, on the one hand, that he did a lot for the community. And then there are those like this woman who say things are not what they seem. Listen to her.
No, I'm not surprised because I've been fighting this fight for a long time.
Rapper Alicia Choi speaks about federal authorities accusing LA rap music executive and community activist Eugene Big U Henley of leveraging his connections with the Rolling 60s Crips to run a criminal enterprise, even funneling funds from his community nonprofits into his criminal operations.
You cannot do evil when the cameras are off and smile and help kids when the cameras are on.
Choice, who you may have seen in rap videos like this one, says she was a budding artist when she first met him.
I was just a young kid wanting to rap and wanting to live out my dream and working hard. And, you know, he really took advantage of me. I wanted to help bring donations into his nonprofit development options. And with that being said, he just wanted to take over. He wanted to bully me. He wanted to control me. And when I wouldn't allow that, that's when he started jumping on me and beating me, extorting me, threatening people not to work with me. And I was scared for a long time to speak up. I was actually terrified.
And I want to emphasize, these are very serious accusations she is making. And, you know, she says it is her fear, which makes it very difficult to follow up on these things. But she says her fear kept her from going to police. She did not file police reports, but that she did try getting a restraining order at one point. Now, what the feds, and we'll go to his photo again because it's hard to see him as a person that the feds are saying what he did when we are used to seeing him in such a different light. What they're charging him with has nothing to do with what she is accusing him from. The charges do not include anything of what she's saying, but they do say that part of the investigation involves the murder of another young rapper back in Las Vegas. Back in 2021, I talked to police in Vegas, and they told me over the phone that the murder was over. Are you ready for this? A diss, that he had written something in a song supposedly talking bad about Big U, and that is why he ended up getting murdered. That's what the police were telling me. So it's just still developing. There's going to be a lot more to this whole thing, but we can tell you he has turned himself in, and I'm sure a lot of people are waiting to hear what he has to say about this, including us. I'm Christina Gonzalez, live Hayden Park, back to you guys in the studio.
And Christina, there's a connection to Shaquille O'Neal as well, right?
You know, I have not had time to look into that, and I am so wary of the, you know, because what's happening is a lot of people were seen with him. We're putting money into this nonprofit, and now the feds are saying that he took a lot of this money and it did not end up going to help kids. Again, keep in mind, that doesn't mean that kids were not being helped in some capacity by the organizations. The question is where the money went. It's not just Shaq, it's other rappers, other big names that I want to have time to really look into these allegations. Because even with the feds saying it, these are personalities that are well loved in this community, and they need to also have a chance to respond for themselves.
Yeah.
So, you know, stay tuned. We'll let you know as soon as we can confirm more things. But yeah, even Shaquille O'Neal, part of this whole thing. How sad.
Yeah. All right.
U.S. authorities have taken a longtime leader of a Los Angeles street gang who investigators say ran a mafia-like criminal enterprise that included murder, human trafficking and extortion, while he also worked as an entertainment entrepreneur, into custody Wednesday after a brief search, officials announced. Eugene Henley Jr., known as Big U, was one of 18 members of the Rolling 60s neighborhood Crips charged in a federal complaint with a litany of federal crimes including drug trafficking, conspiracy, and firearms offenses, the U.S. Attorney's Office said in a statement. 10 gang members were arrested this week while Henley, 58, and one other were initially considered fugitives, the statement said. The FBI announced on X Wednesday evening that both had been taken into custody. Other defendants were already in custody. Henley allegedly masterminded a criminal operation that investigators dubbed the Big U enterprise, and is also suspected of embezzling donations to Developing Options, an anti-gang charity he founded but which prosecutors say he used as a front for fraudulent purposes and to insulate its members from suspicion by law enforcement. He is suspected in the 2021 killing of an aspiring rap musician who was signed to his recording company, Unique Music, according to prosecutors. The rapper, identified in court documents as RW, was allegedly shot and killed by Henley after he recorded a defamatory song about the gang leader at a Las Vegas studio, prosecutors said. RW's body was found in a ditch off Interstate 15 in the Nevada desert. Prosecutors said Henley ran the enterprise like a mob boss and used his stature and long-standing association with the Rollin' 60s and other street gangs to intimidate businesses and individuals in Los Angeles.
Brian Mejia were taken into custody. Henley Jr. is a longtime leader of the Rolling 60s Crips, according to the FBI. But in recent years, he worked in entertainment and ran a youth charity that the acting U.S. attorney now says was a front for his criminal enterprise. NBC4's Camilla Rambaldi live in downtown L.A. with the very latest developments on this. Camilla?
Hi, Colleen. 19 defendants in total in connection to this criminal enterprise. At least two of them appeared in federal court earlier today. And now, as you mentioned, Eugene Henley and another fugitive are now in custody tonight in connection to this case. A known community activist and founder of a youth nonprofit in South LA, now facing federal charges.
A career criminal known as Big U.
Eugene Henley is accused of being a longtime leader of the Rolling 60s Crips street gang. Federal prosecutors say Henley ran a criminal enterprise and is accused of a number of crimes, including racketeering, human trafficking, fraud, and the 2021 murder of a musician.
He has maintained the image of an entertainment industry entrepreneur running a music label, and of somebody who gives back to the community here in Los Angeles. The facts alleged in the complaint paint a very different picture. It is one of a murderer, a thief, a liar.
Federal authorities say there are other alleged gang members facing charges they say are connected to the criminal enterprise. A number of arrests were made this week. These sketches show two defendants, Sylvester Robinson and Mark Martin, in federal court Wednesday afternoon.
4 of the 19 defendants were already in custody, and 10 defendants were taken into custody in the last 24 hours.
Court documents also state Henley fraudulently obtained funding from the city of Los Angeles through the Gang Reduction Youth Development Foundation. Henley was the founder behind the nonprofit Developing Options that helps support at-risk youth.
Mr. Henley duped the county of Los Angeles by running a nonprofit named Developing Options, which was set up to pull youth out of the gang life and promote anti-gang solutions. Yet Mr. Henley continued to personally orchestrate violent gang activity that impact our communities.
Court documents state Henley had drawn hundreds of thousands of dollars for his own use.
Mr. Henley is accused of embezzling donations made by celebrities, professional athletes, and businesses to his charity.
Federal prosecutors say Henley could face a 20-year prison sentence if convicted on the racketeering charges. And we have learned this evening Eugene Henley and Brian Mejia are expected to be in court tomorrow. In downtown LA, Camilla Rambaldi.
Who the crime was committed against. He prides himself on what he does for the kids, and this is a kid that lived with him for like 2-3 years. Wow. You know, and you know, the mama was the team of the organization. You know what I'm saying? So when the details hit, I got them. If they gonna hit, it's finna get bad. It's gonna get even worse. He gonna lose the support of the community and everything around him. And once this hit, them other agencies he's been working with, then they gonna throw him away. Because whenever it's a body involved, especially this type of body where it ain't like no gang related, like some innocent type, they ain't finna keep protecting you.
That's a fact. Fact. That's a fact, Black.
So if a call me and tell me they need my DNA for something I did in Rochester, I'm gonna go give it to him because I know I ain't did nothing in Rochester. See, here's go the thing, right?
Because they can fraud you. They can put you up on some. My fault.
Hold on, bro. We already there. See, listen. They did to him was a reassurance. Any nigga that been in California Department of Corrections for a violent offense in the 90s on up to 2019, violent offense felony 2009, nigga, before we parole, they swabbing us. I spit in New York and they get it. When they put it in the IC database, it's gonna match as me. I got swabbed in 99 upon parole. He got swabbed in 2004. So the reason why they did that was a reassurance. That's why I know it's ugly. They already had his DNA. They had it, they tested it, it came back. Did was, we want to assure that we're right. And they put a warrant, they called him, they had the Nevada PD call him to come in, he refused. So they passed it to the feds. Got it. You remember when I said in 2023 of August, after Brick Baby said they picked Big U up 2 months later?
That's a fact.
We didn't know that's what it was. So they picked him up and forced him to get a DNA. So they called the family and tell the family we got a match. Oh my God! His DNA is up under your son's fingernails.
Yeah, I feel like
now up at is the stupid answer questions when he was down there. They asked him when the last time you saw this person or this person, that person, and he told them, oh, 6 months, a year. Nigga, it's not believable that a human being went that long without washing their hands because your skin get up under his nails. You know, you had to see him. So he kind of himself saying he ain't been around him, but his DNA, but that ain't even the worst. The worst ain't even come out. So I told Six until it come out, you don't say nothing, it come out, it's in the blog. Now this is an ugly, ugly situation. I will tell you this, is 8 losses and 4 of them is 60 Crips. He ain't gonna get out of this. He better run. Niggas is really doing him a favor. Niggas is doing him a favor because I don't think he get what's going on. Hey, bro, you know they snatched you for DNA, but you didn't found on that kid's nails, and you ain't supposed to know right now. You better run. Nigga,